This reading is for someone who recently experienced the ending of a relationship. It may have felt like a very stable, good, solid relationship. And then when it ended, it very much felt like it was out of your hands, out of your control. You may have heard things like, oh, it just doesn't feel right anymore. I can't explain it. It just doesn't feel like it's meant to be. The person that left may have done so without a lot of explanation or maybe even understanding that they could offer you as to what happened and why they felt the need to end the relationship. But they ended the relationship very distinctly. They walked away. They're not playing games. There's no back and forth. They're just gone. And it has very much confused you because you showed up in a way that was stable and consistent, and you worked towards this relationship. You put your heart and soul into this. You really gave your effort to making it the best relationship you could, but it still didn't seem to be enough. You were offering yourself, and this person just walked away. So it has put you in a state where you're wondering, was I not enough? Did I not? What did I do? And it's almost so extreme of a shakeup for you that it's actually making you question everything that you know about relationships. It's making you question your very beliefs in how relationships are supposed to work because you were doing what you had always believed was the right thing to do in these relationships, and yet somehow it still fell apart. And it's just really thrown you off. So in this reading, we're going to look at a couple things to try to help you. The first thing I want to look at is advice from the universe for your highest good. Once we take a look at that, then we're going to move on and see how this person, how your ex, viewed the relationship in past, present, and future. So that's the goal. We're going to just try to shed some light on what may be going on in this situation to try to help give you some clarity and understanding. Universe, what advice do you have for this person as they're going through this difficult time? What do they need to hear that is for their highest good? The card that came up is spaciousness, and it says, what do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. So, for your highest good, you need to work on focusing on what will fill you with enthusiasm, joy, and releasing the things that are draining your vital essence. You got to protect that vital essence. All right, now we're going to pull out the cards, the tarot cards. And we're going to take a look at the energy surrounding this person's views on your past, present, and future for this relationship. Looking at the relationship specifically, how they viewed it in the past, present, and most likely future. In the past, this person may have seemed very sure about what they wanted and proceeded into the relationship with a lot of gusto, a lot of enthusiasm. The relationship may have made sense to them. It may have logically made sense. And you guys may have very much connected in an intellectual way and in a communicative way. Like you guys just really could vibe and talk for the longest time. That was something that they really liked about this relationship. But despite that, it may have not felt completely fluid. There may have been a little bit of hesitation or reservations in this person, and like their approach to the relationship, because I do get the feeling that they were almost avoidant of making a decision and really jumping into it. They wanted stability. They wanted a happy, harmonious relationship. They wanted to feel like they were at home in their relationship, but they were just resistant to making a decision. And so even though it seemed like they really knew what they wanted and were going for it and going along with things and excited about it, they did still have some amount of reservation. Okay, now we're going to look at their present energy around the relationship. So how do they feel about the relationship at this time? I think this person still looks at the relationship in a very favorable way. I think they see the relationship as something that was very emotionally stable and still is very emotionally stable and emotionally safe. But there's a sense of things moving, things changing that are just outside of their control. They still want that happy family vibe. They still want to feel like they're at home within the relationship. And they're looking forward at ways and possibilities to try to make that happen. I want to pull a clarifier. This card fell out as I was saying that. I think walking away was difficult for this person. I think they struggled with doing it. And I think doing so made them feel sad and really disrupted their sense of stability. There's some court cards in the periphery, which could be other people catching this person's attention. But I don't really feel like that's what's going on in this particular situation. I feel like these people have something, I feel like the person that walked away feels like they need to move towards something. Maybe something that they're very passionate about, that they care a lot about, that they're very emotionally charged about. So I feel like that is affecting their present feelings regarding the relationship. And now let's take a look at the most likely future as far as how their energy is most likely to be towards this relationship in the future, in the near future. It's looking like in the future, this person will want to work on things. They will want to work on the relationship, but this is going to be something that is very slow, very paced, very meticulous. They're not going to come charging in with like reckless attempts to correct anything. It's going to be steady, slow, and precise. They're going to be waiting. They're going to be waiting for the right time. So they're not in any rush. They are waiting for the right time as they work on themselves and as they work on the energy that they are going to put towards this relationship. And they have a lot of balance within themselves. They are really trying to find that deep inner balance. And we're going to pull one more card just to see if Spirit has any other advice that it wants to give to you. This situation has really challenged your ego in a lot of ways. And you're being asked to look at what sort of karmic cycles or patterns you may be prone to repeating and work on those so that they don't come up to the surface and continue to show up. And look at this more as a new opportunity, a fresh start. There's always bad things that can be focused on, struggles that can be emphasized, but there's also new opportunities. When something ends, something new can begin, whether it is with that person or whether it's with someone else, whether you want to take some time to focus on yourself. If you have any sort of financial goals or career goals that you want to focus on, now is a good time to do that. You can start fresh, look for new opportunities, and be open to that when they arrive. All right, I hope that helps.